Hello guys and welcome. My name is Fabian, I'm 20 years old and I'm the founder of Neox Entertainment. Today I would like to introduce you to my new gig here on Fiverr. You currently plan to create your first video game, but you don't have the knowledge in this area. So I would say I start with my story. I'm 20 years old. I started 5 years ago with learning Unreal Engine, and 1 year later I started with the development of my own game MeltDown. And in this time I made many mistakes and I bought much stuff I don't really need. And this is something I don't want you to do with your game. I want that you can start directly with your game and that everything will work, so you can basically learn from my mistakes which I have made in the past. And yeah, that's why I founded my company Neox Entertainment this year. And yeah, I just want to share my knowledge in this area with you, that you can learn from my mistakes and that you can implement all the stuff you can learn from my mistakes and from my experience. That you can transfer all this knowledge into your game project, that this project will work directly. That you don't have to spend much time and much money on projects and stuff you don't really need. So I will be your guide for your game project from the beginning to the end, or when you already started the project that would also be no problem, but I will take care for you about the project until the project is over and we release it. And even after the release I will help you, and if you want I will give you tips and all this stuff. Also I will help you with setting up everything correctly, so the planning, the developers who's working on what and all this stuff. This sounds like not much work or all this stuff, but trust me, it's a lot of work when you do it in the right way. And that's how I would like to do it for your project. Another thing I have learned from my game MeltDown, I started this project by myself, but I noticed quickly that I need help and support from other talented developers, and that's why I built up a developer network. This network of developers includes everything from developers, from artists, from 3D artists, it's everything included. So also the good thing is that I can share this network and those contacts with you now, and I'm sure that I can find the perfect freelancer for you. I have specialists who work for Rockstar Games. Of course they will charge a bit more than beginners. Of course I worked with them before and I'm happy with their result. When you compare it with the money you spend, it's a very great deal. And also I take a lot of attention that those beginners are very motivated in their area, and I made the experience that beginners sometimes have a better working attitude. They are more focused on what they are doing because it's maybe their second time they are working for a customer, and they want to deliver the best possible quality. I also made the same experience when I started here on Fiverr. The first order I get, I was so happy about it, and I spent so much extra hours into this order that I get the first positive reviews over the time. Now I got many positive reviews and I'm very thankful for that. I have learned that I can't do everything by myself. That's also a very important thing. So you need to have developers or artists who take care about some tasks, because you can't make a game like MeltDown, like my game, by yourself. So also I noticed that you can't be good in any area. So I'm 20 years old and I can't be good in animating stuff. I can't be good in creating complex 3D models and developing and level design, and that's why I focus on level design and also developing. But all the other stuff like creating 3D models, I have a rough overview about it to talk with my developers in this area on a good niveau, but I am not a professional in this area, so that's why I have my contacts, and of course those contacts I will also share with you. a plan to build your game, and I will coordinate my developers to finish your game efficient and priceless. When you already have developers and artists on your side, this would be no problem. I just would need to have a call or something, a meeting, to discuss all our plans and all the stuff and coordinate it. So that would be no problem. In the process of this gig, first of all, I will start a quick discussion call over Discord or any other platforms you like, maybe Skype or I don't know. So I'm sure we will find a way for having this first call, and I don't like to write that much, and a voice call would be just the best way to plan complex projects like this. And in the following you can see the progress of planning. You will see the process of your order or how we can work together, that you have a rough overview about that. We can discuss more about that in our discussion call, in our first call, but just that you have a rough overview of how I would handle a project. It's very general, I know, because every project will be different. Maybe you have a first-person shooter, maybe you have a third-person shooter, maybe you have something between like me, maybe you have a racing game or something like that. So it will be different for each game. That is a very important point, and it's just a rough overview. Also, while we are creating those milestones, or while we are developing all this stuff, I will present you with daily updates of the process we have made with the development or the setup of the coordination stuff. So that's also a very important thing for me, because when I present video updates, for example, for my level design stuff, then the customers can directly come to me and give me feedback. Maybe there's something they are not happy with, or just small fixes, and I can implement all the stuff directly. So, but now I would say we just start with the process of the planning and coordination. The first point would be just a discussion call. This can take around 2 hours. There I just want to give you a small introduction about what we do, what we have done, and also I would like to show you projects we have worked on. And a very important thing for me is that I can get some more information about your project. What is the game you're working on? Maybe you can show me some gameplay, some videos and stuff like that. Also it would be very important for me to know on which platforms you want to publish the game. Is it PC, mobile, or cross-platform, or do we need servers? Should it be a multiplayer game? So that are many questions I need to know more about. With those informations I will check how I can help you with your project. And also, before we continue with the planning and all this stuff, also we would need to know a bit more about your team. Do you already have a team? If not, this would be no problem, because I talked about my developer network and those contacts who could help us with this project. And maybe also before we have the call, it would be interesting to know if you already have experience with Unreal Engine. Do you have experience with game engines in general, with games in general? Do you can code or anything by yourself? That would be also very interesting to know, because then I can check if I can use my special terminology, if I can use all those tag words, because for me it's very important that you understand what we are planning to do. And so every time when you have questions or stuff like that, just feel free to ask. And it's very important for me that my customers understand what I want to do. And in the second step, I would like to set up a Trello board with all the milestones for the project. In this board I will share ideas and plans how we can start the development of the game, and there you also get a rough overview about the price and time which is needed for the project. The setup of the board will take around 5 to 6 hours. After that we have a new call which will take around 2 hours, and then we can manage and organize all those tasks and assign developers to those tasks. Maybe you have your own developers, then we would assign your own developers. We would talk about that, who would be the best developer for this task and all this stuff. So that would be no problem. And also, if you want, I can also create a game design document together with you, that all developers and artists know more about the game, and also this can help to get some more sponsors and investors later. And yeah, I will also share with you some techniques to get more players and sponsors and investors quicker. And maybe I can also share some ideas of how you can financialize your game better. For example, we could set up crowdfunding or social medias. For example, for my game, I make devlogs, and yeah, when you make devlogs, you already have, or you can build up a fan base for the game while you are developing the game. And I guess this is very important when you want to release your game, and then you already have people who are waiting for the game. Otherwise, nobody would know something about your game, and then you need to invest much money into marketing and all this stuff. So in my opinion, this would be also a good way for you to start your game. And yeah, this is just stuff we can talk about and discuss for your project. So this is everything. We would need to customize all this stuff and my ideas for your game, but this is something I will help you with. In the next step, now we would start the development in the teams which we have discussed before, and this will be different for each project. So I don't know if you want to create a first person or third person shooter, or this will be totally different for each project. So this is a point where I can't give you a rough price or time, because every project is different, and every project we will have multiple milestones. And maybe you have a small project where we only need 2 milestones, maybe it's a complex project where we need more than 5 or 10. So yeah, it's very individual. But a very important point for you to know is that while we are working on those features and on the development, we will present you video updates every 1 or 2 days, every time when we make progress. And yeah, I will share those videos with you that you can directly give us feedback. So this is very important for me, as I mentioned before. I'm currently also planning to help you with the marketing and getting sponsors. For example, you could create your own website for the game. This is something I could also help you with. I'm also planning to help you with the marketing and getting sponsors. For example, for my game, I got support from Razer. They are helping me with the integration of Razer chroma effects. So when you for example, when you are shooting in the game, the keyboard, when you have a Razer keyboard, it will flicker and do special events and stuff like that. So it's a very nice thing that they are helping me with this project. And yeah, I guess I can also help you with marketing for your game and getting sponsors. I need to say that I'm not the best regarding marketing, but I guess I have some nice ideas, and maybe you can also implement them for your game. And for example, we just could set up a crowdfunding campaign and all this stuff, just that you get more players for your game or more funding for your game, that you can financialize the game. For example, this is also very individual for each project. For example, in my country, I live in Germany, and there is also something from the government where you can get funding or you get money for your game. You need to pay the money back, but even when you finish the game and also get some money back which you have invested for the game, and after that you pay the money back to the organization. So this would be something we need to check. Maybe there's an organization or stuff like that in your country too. The next step would be that we plan the release. So when the game is done, we will plan the release. We will set up and create ads to let people know more about your game. And maybe you can also create a website or landing page for your game that people can buy and download it and all this stuff. So that would also be something. I have contacts to very talented web developers, and this is also something I can help you with. So basically I will help you with the planning of the release, and we will get the setup of a Steam page. For example, when you want to sell your game over Steam, maybe you want to have an Android game, and then of course we need to set up a Google Play Store account, and maybe we can also set up ads that you can earn money with your game, even if it's a free-to-play game. And yeah, this would also be something we need to discuss then. Even after the release, we will still be your contact person when you would have some problems or bugs with your game, or when you want to make some updates. You can contact me anytime, and I will support you and I will help you. So this was just a very rough overview of how we work, and on the projects we are working currently, where I support the customers, I join almost all the meetings to check if everything works like I have planned it with my customers. So my goal is that my customers pay as less as possible. For example, when it comes to development, I really like it to use assets from the Unreal Engine marketplace. Also, when it comes to assets, you need to pay attention which assets you buy, because I made bad experiences with let's say bad assets. This would also be something I will help you with. But yeah, I really like to use assets from the marketplace and modify them, because it will be way cheaper than making every scripts and all the stuff from scratch. And yeah, there are many little tricks like this to increase your costs for the game, and yeah, there are many secrets like this I will share with you. So trust me, there are many secrets like that I will want to share with you, that the $20 per hour of my wedge will not be wasted for you. It will be investment for your game to push it to a new stage. I made the experience to restart with the game development with my game MeltDown, and yeah, this is just because I made some mistakes with the planning, and trust me, this will be way more expensive, like hiring a professional to plan your project and coordinate all the stuff. So yeah, but that are only my experiences. I wish you the best, even when you don't hire me for your game, because games are just awesome, and I really enjoy to see how people create something, and yeah, it's just awesome to watch the progress and to plan and coordinate something like that. So yeah, now I just would be happy to talk with you about your game, because I'm sure that I can help you with finding some more ideas and setting everything up correctly. Now my camera crashed, I'm very sorry for that. I hope this video quality is also fine and you don't notice it. What I want to say, there's only one thing left I would like to know from you. When you want to make your dream of an own video game comes to reality, I'm here to help you, and it's just up on you if you have a nice idea you want to realize. Even if you don't have any ideas and just want to create a game, yeah, we can also talk about that, so I can also help you with that. Also, all the prices will depend on your game size. Let's say you have a huge game, this will be much more work to plan and coordinate than when you make small games. So yeah, just please let me know in this first call which we will have more about your game. I'm sure we will find the best possible way to push your game to the next step. I'm very happy to work with you in the future, and yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, that's it. Bye.